I'm outside again. This is weird, isn't it? It's also 3D and lifelike out here. So, they did it. And I really thought there'd be more gloating. I thought I'd be more ecstatic. I'm happy for Nashville. Like, I am over the moon happy for the Predators to be in the situation they're in. I think this is great for the city of Nashville, and I found an article here on this. And then it accidentally moved away. All right. On May 23rd, 2007, Craig Leopold was reported to have reached a tentative agreement to not sell the team to Research and Motion chairman and CEO Jim Balsley. At the time, Leopold indicated the team would play 2007, 2008 in Nashville, but that the future of the team after that was not clear. Balsley had long been rumored to be interested in placing another team in Southern Ontario, Hamilton. The deal was expected to be finalized by late June and had to be finished by June 30th, 2007, despite promising to not do so and in violation of instructions from the league. Balsley began taking steps towards moving the franchise he did not yet own. The proposed relocation site was Copps Coliseum, located in Hamilton, Ontario. Less than 50 miles from the home arenas of both the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Buffalo Sabres. Relocating to Hamilton would almost certainly have required compensation or residual rights to be granted to the Maple Leafs, as they own territorial rights to the region. And it's a citation needed, and I know there wasn't really anything clear from the NHL on that one. The Sabres may also have demanded compensation, although they are out of the 50-mile territorial zone set by the NHL. On June 13th, again in violation of league directives and improperly using the Predators logo and trademark, it was announced that season ticket deposit for the Hamilton Predators would begin to go on sale through Ticketmaster the next day. A source said Balsley's objective was to show the league's board of governors that there's a potential for NHL expansion into Canada's largest base of ticket buyers in Southern Ontario. On June 23rd, information was leaked by several sources indicating that Leopold no longer wanted to sell the Predators to Balsley. Leopold responded indirectly, advising that a deal with Balsley was still possible. Balsley's lawyer, Richard Rodier, was quoted as saying Craig Leopold's letter to the NHL changed little, if anything, in regards to the pending sale and was a mere formality as part of the sales process. Canadian insiders believed that the information and delay tactics may have been because the league did not want to move a team to Canada, an accusation the NHL denied. Leopold later revealed the true reason. Balsley had no intent of trying to keep the team in Nashville, had actively interfered with the Predators' relationship with the city of Nashville, and only wanted to buy the team if he could guarantee moving it. Thereafter, Balsley never abided by the terms originally negotiated with Leopold. Subsequently, a campaign to land a team in Kansas City, Missouri, reportedly received a boost in late June 2007. The Canadian National Post, citing anonymous sources, reported that Nashville Predators owner Craig Leopold planned to sell the team to San Jose venture capitalist William Boots Del Baggio III, who wanted to relocate the club to Kansas City's new Spirit Center for the 2008-2009 season. And the Spirit Center is still sitting there. It's big enough for an NHL franchise. We'll see if it ever has one. Del Baggio, who had a contract with Anschutz Entertainment Group to own an NHL club that would play home games in Spirit Center, had made an offer reported to be in the $190 million range for the Predators. Del Baggio had entered an agreement 2 years earlier in 2005 to purchase the Pittsburgh Penguins, but the club backed out of the deal after it won the draft lottery and took Sidney Crosby with the first overall pick. A lot easier to keep the team in Pittsburgh when you got Crosby. Balsley's taking season ticket deposits in Hamilton while the Predators still had a lease to play in Nashville upset NHL owners and Commissioner Gary Bettman, and reportedly caused Leopold to have second thoughts about selling to Balsley. Although Del Baggio had started a season ticket drive selling corporate suites in Kansas City, it did not include season tickets like Balsley's move. Later that day, Leopold denied rumors he was dealing exclusively with Del Baggio, stating he was open to all bids and a deal with Balsley was still possible. I remember back then. And that's what makes this special. Between Pittsburgh's uncertainty before Crosby, and then Nashville's uncertainty from there. And it seemed like there were always wolves ready to dive in and feast on the carcass of the Nashville franchise and drag it, kicking and screaming, to a new location. It didn't happen. Nashville gets stronger. Now Nashville's in the Stanley Cup final. And there is some justice to that. And I'd also like to throw in, for anybody who thinks that I'm a jinx to a team, remember, I got this during the Stanley Cup run, and they didn't lose. Didn't happen. So, take that. And Anaheim tied it up when I did the live stream tonight, and then Nashville still won 6-3. But Nashville deserved that series. Now, I understand that Anaheim deserved the game tonight, but Nashville deserved the series. And I know Anaheim fans are going to get mad at me for saying it. But, you know, it was a rough situation for Bernier. I felt bad for him when he allowed that goal in the first shot. I was stunned. And I felt really bad for him. And then he allowed that second goal, even though Anaheim was out shooting Nashville badly. And Anaheim killed off that 5-minute power play. And it just felt like Anaheim was going to turn it around. Like maybe Anaheim was going to win this and send it to 7. And I really think if it had gone to Anaheim for 7, I don't see Anaheim losing it. But in the end, it doesn't matter. The Predators win. The Predators are conference champs. And they're likely playing these guys in the final. And I know Ottawa fans don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it any more than you guys do. As I've said in other videos, I don't have a horse in this race. If what I just witnessed now had happened a year ago, I would have gone nuts. In fact, you can look at videos I did over a year ago. We're at a live reaction to Nashville scoring in overtime. I screamed and jumped and went nuts. Part of what having a channel this big has done is it has given me a better view of fans of every team. A better, more objective view of every team and every player on it. And it is that level of respect I have for Ducks fans that causes me to say, I'm not going to jump up and down and rub anybody's face in this because that's not right. Thankfully, as a Canuck, Bruin, Duck fan, I have certainly had my experiences with people who rub my nose in losses, and I dislike them immensely for it. And I would rather not be that guy. So I don't have any tremendous words of wisdom for Ducks fans, but I'll say this for Nashville fans. Can they win the Stanley Cup? Yes. Do I see them beating the Penguins? No. Without Johansson and Fisher? That's tough. And the way Fisher was walking on that ice tonight, with the crushes and all, he's not coming back. And Fisher looked messed up. So they're going to need yeoman's work from, I tell you that Austin Watson, I called it. Watson has really shown that he has tremendous upside. But showing upside in a series against the Ducks and then trying to do the same in the next series, a Stanley Cup final against the Pittsburgh Penguins, that's really, really tough. So, tremendous congratulations to Nashville. Tremendous congratulations to their fan base. For everything they've been through, for everything they go through, for being ridiculed and set aside and forgotten. Revel in this moment. Love this moment. Celebrate. Even use country music if you have to. I know it's Nashville. I know country music, it's Tennessee, but my God. It's an abomination, people. But that's me, that's my opinion. And really what matters today is these guys and what they did. And as Yvonne said tonight, she said, so it could be the ugliest Stanley Cup final imaginable because we have yellow here and yellow on the Pittsburgh jersey, and she doesn't like yellow. And I said, yeah, looks like that could be the way it goes. And not only that, but fans in Pittsburgh all wear yellow and fans in Nashville all wear yellow. So I wonder if that'll change during the final. Which fan base makes the decision as to whether or not to change? We're not changing. They can change. Be interesting to see how it turns out. You guys let me know. Let me know what you think. And if you're a Nashville fan, go ahead. Throw a comment below and tell me how great this moment is. Because I can say as a fan of the Canucks, the Bruins, and the Stars, Trips to the Stanley Cup final are few and far between, and enjoy every minute of it. Win, lose, doesn't matter. Enjoy every minute of the Stanley Cup final, because there is nothing like it on the planet Earth. And I know you've got the Olympics, you've got World Championships, you've got all these other things, but I'm telling you, the Stanley Cup finals are a one-of-a-kind hockey showcase. And if fans tune out and they don't want to watch because it's Nashville, and let's say Ottawa comes back and wins it, it's Nashville and Ottawa, oh, the ratings are in the shitter in the States because nobody wants to watch it, then they're losing out. It's as I've told fans of teams who, fans of teams that have been eliminated who've said, oh, I'm not watching the playoffs anymore. You're missing great hockey. You're missing the kind of series we're going to be talking about 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. And when you're saying, oh, I never watched it anyways, I didn't care, my team was out, people are going to shake their heads at you and say, man, you missed a great series. The Nashville-Anaheim game might have been the most intense, dirtiest series I've ever seen. And no one team was guilty or innocent here. Everybody shared guilt. And the officials didn't do themselves any favors here. They really didn't. All right. Thanks for watching. You guys are awesome. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. And it feels so real out here. Like there's a sky and it has clouds in it. There's trees. And it just feels so real. Kind of creeped out. I'm going in the house.